The Rock of Cashel, also called St. Patrick's Rock, is a huge limestone rock that has a long history. Since 360 AD, it was a seat of the kings of Munster. In 448, St. Patrick baptized King Angus there. One of the great kings of Ireland, Brian Boru, was crowned here in 977. It was a fortress until 1101 when it was given to the church. The cathedral construction started in 1169, only to be burned down by the great Earl of Kildare in 1494. You can see the Celtic crosses in the burial grounds, a striking sight against the mist. The town of Cashel. Cormac Chapel was consecrated in 1134 and remains one of the best examples of Hiberno-Romanesque architecture still in existence. The painted ceiling hides a mural that covers the stonework. We attended a dinner show at Bunratty Castle. Castle and the Folk Park. We are looking at the dungeon where the new prisoners were thrown in. An archer's window. This is the guard hall where the guards ate. It's also where the banquet was held last night. We sat at the table by the window. This is the chapel. The great hall where we first arrived the night before. The halls are decorated with French and Flemish tapestries. The south solar contains guest apartments, including a library. Views from the battlements. We walked from the castle to the adjacent Bunratty Folk Park. A view of the village street in the Folk Park. The inside of a classroom from a schoolhouse from East Clare. Man, was I glad to know that Guinness is good for me. I drank a lot of it in Ireland. This house is typical of a rich farmer. This unusual tree is the Chilean pine, also known as a monkey puzzle tree. Here is a close-up of its branches. A mountain area farmhouse. A Shannon farmhouse. This is a Regency walled garden. The Talbot collection of 19th century farm implements. A spider web made visible by dewdrops. Nancy by the North Clare farmhouse. A pile of peat, a common fuel of Old Ireland and New Ireland too. King John of England built this castle on the bank of the River Shannon in 1210. It's one of the oldest examples of medieval architecture in Ireland. You can walk along the battlements and get good views from here. There's also an audiovisual presentation that we thought was a bit overrated by Frommers. One of Ireland's natural wonders, these 760-foot cliffs stretch for over 5 miles along County Clare's coast. In spite of the warning signs, people walk right to the edge of the cliffs. The 19th century O'Brien's Tower. This is Lalmana Castle in the Burren. Prehistoric sites dot the landscape, including this cairn. This burial mound is a short walk from a country road. The northern part of County Clare is called the Burren. Castles such as the one we just saw and ancient structures are everywhere. This portal tomb is right off Road R480. Walk around this megalithic tomb, one wonders about the people who constructed it. You are looking at Killary Harbour, the only fjord in Ireland. It is 6 miles long and 150 feet deep. Driving north, then west through Galway, we enter the beautiful Connemara region, famous for its green marble. Moher Abbey was originally a private residence in 1868. But it was turned over to the Benedictine nuns in 1920. The abbey is across the street from this beautiful lake. One-third of Connemara is bog. Farmers use a long-bladed tool called a slane to slice the peat into long strips. Then they cut the strips into 18-inch bricks and leave them to dry. Peat is still used for cooking and heating. We stay at a pleasant B&B near the town of Recess.